Hey there, I'm here with Bonnie again. We're out having a, come here Bonnie, say hi. Say hi, hi. We're out having a nice day. It's so beautiful, 71 degrees, and there's not a cloud in the sky. And so it's so nice to spend time with my horses. And just wanted to check in and just talk about a little bit about human trafficking, because, it's what I do. So I just did an interview with our local paper, and so nice. Should be coming out soon. I'll share it with you when it makes the paper. But it got me remembering some of the stories I've worked on, some of the cases, stories that made it to the news because of cases I worked on. And, the common theme is most people think it can't happen to them. Oh, and by the way, don't ever stand behind a horse. My horse Bonnie, she likes me to scratch her behind, believe it or not. So she'll turn and back up to me like this, and actually kind of sit on me a little bit. So yeah, got that going for me. She weighs kind of a lot. So anyhow, but it got me thinking, and she's all muddy because they've been out playing in the dirt, so I'm going to brush her in a minute. But anyhow, it got me thinking to just revisit, hey, parents, you're up against something that you haven't had experience with before as a kid, or even your parents when they raised you. And so the rules of parenting need to adapt, because the bad guys sure have. And there's a lot of information in the news about trafficking and, the Epstein files. And, those girls were loved and had families as well. And so I just want to remind you, it can happen to anyone. Our kids are being targeted all the time in various ways, but especially in their internet, social media activity. And so how do you know what's teenage angst versus someone being targeted or groomed? Well, in the teenage angst, they kind of tell you why they're mad at you. You're grabbing my style. You embarrass me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't like the car. I remember my mom had an older car, and I didn't want her to drop me off at school because I just didn't like that car. All these kind of superficial things that we get worried about as teenagers. That's normal. But when your kid's mad at you and you don't know why, and the more you try to love them, the madder they get. The more you try to ask, the quieter, the more they shut down. When they start isolating from friends, hobbies, sports, desires, goals, that's when it's different. So I hope this never happens to you. But if it does, I hope you catch it long before the groomer gets your child out of the house and to the ultimate destination, which is really bad. So teenage angst versus something more serious, someone grooming and luring them. And so remember, think about when you were a kid, especially a teenager, when you started getting a mouth on you. Didn't you tell your parents what you were mad about? Maybe not every detail, but they had a clue what they did wrong. As annoying as that is, that's part of the deal. There's Bob trying to get my attention. Hi, Bob. So, he's being a teenager right now, kind of pushing my behind. But isolating, they're in the room with you, but you don't know where they are. Losing I call it isolating in place. They start to cut off from everything that they loved, and not replacing it with something else, but just literally isolation. That's when you got to worry. So, okay, guys, hang in there. I hope it's as beautiful where you are as it is where I am. I'm going to go try to clean my fluffy horse, who yet again has repositioned her rear end next to my head. But we've been doing this since she was a baby, so I'll be fine. All right. Don't ever walk behind a horse. Bye.